his friends describe him as the kind of person that was always there for them, very friendly, sharing their story and hoping for a miracle. Well, one happened when a woman came through these doors. Bottled water. For now, this is the solution. All that could change in the next few weeks, which is why it's important to get rid of the places where they can breathe. She decided to change that, paying for another 7 nights here. With this silo now reduced to rubble and this grain bin nothing more than twisted metal. This new study just released today from researchers at Virginia Tech claims the water, an emotional tribute to the state trooper, father, and husband. Every day the roads are left like this, that bill goes up. Each day, he says it's costing taxpayers another $150,000. The last search teams went out just moments ago. All day, you can see this crew behind me, 500 people professionally trained in looking for missing children, wearing their full uniform and these badges. But for one police officer in Flint, she lives here with his family. He says he's now heating his home with an outdoor grill. He says he has no more money left. The city is in the process of putting new filters in. These bikes, kids should be out playing on them. Instead, they're here at this school in Davison. I'll tell you why the schedule these kids are on is soon going to be happening in a lot more schools in Genesee County. The Flint Schools superintendent says he's given strict instructions to all of his teachers and staff at all Flint schools. Students are not to drink the water coming out of the tap.
There are children here. I even get a little teary-eyed thinking about it. There are children here.
The message from a team of Hurley doctors was heard loud and clear by the Flint Schools superintendent.
I'm taking control of the part of the day that I have control over, and that is the school day.
As soon as the results of the study were released showing increased lead levels in kids, the Flint Schools announced students would no longer be drinking the water.
I feel that as a district, we're facing it and we're doing what we need to do to protect the community's children.
While the superintendent, who is relatively new to the district, says he thinks they reacted quickly, Melissa Mays says she's already been skeptical and her son has been taking bottled water with him since last school year.
Well, it's terrifying. They have gym class. I know they're hot, they're sweaty, they're thirsty, the kids are. So you know how many kids just line up to the water fountain here at school. You're supposed to be safe.
While it's a scary reality for Melissa as a mother of a Flint Schools student, she's thankful to see these bottles of water pour in. Monday, these 84 cases were donated by Home Depot thanks to an executive for the company who is a proud Flint Central grad. But more donations are still needed.
But I need for everyone in the community to really wrap your arms around your community schools.
We asked the superintendent how many of these bottles are needed each day for the students across the district in Flint at the schools. He says right now he's not even sure. He just hopes that the donations continue to pour in. The newest candidate for Flint mayor. Meet Giggles the pig. She already has hundreds of people following her campaign on Facebook.
She doesn't have a criminal history, okay? She's never been fiscally irresponsible, has she?
Her owner, a criminal defense attorney in Flint, says he's unhappy with the options voters have.
If you have an animal who by default has better characteristics than some of the people you're electing, you need to pay attention to who you're electing.
After missed deadlines and not enough valid signatures, every candidate is now a write-in.
Put her in the race to raise awareness. If we don't at least have some better candidates, then vote for her.
So let's ask Giggles what she thinks about some serious issues in the city of Flint. Hey, Giggles, what do you think about the financial situation in the city? Councilmember Eric Mays is also running for mayor. He recently had a run-in with the law. He says that doesn't reflect his ability to lead.
I'm intelligent. I'm a graduate of Michigan State University.
When it comes to his newest challenger,
The thing with the pig makes me giggle.
is this even legal? Can Giggles the pig come through these doors and be the city's next mayor? If someone writes the pig's name on the ballot?
Too bad. You must establish a residency, and I don't think a slaughterhouse or a pig farm is conducive.
With all seriousness,
There's been a history of irresponsibility that we have to do better.
which is why Giggles' owner hopes this campaign can help. In Flint, Stephanie Parkinson, Fox 66. The light Joyce Hackett sees today, she could have never imagined on her darkest days on the streets of Flint and Saginaw.
You know, I meet this guy, he's exciting and he's got money and I don't have any. It's me all these promises and I was in hook, line, and sinker. Didn't matter what was going on in the lives of the You know, other women that he had, it didn't matter because he wasn't going to do to me what he did to them because he said he loved me.
But that fairy tale quickly faded.
And the next thing you know, appointments were being made for me in hotels with strange men. And I'm laying there in the bed, naked and beaten. I don't know what was worse, the fear or the degradation.
Her own support system even let her down.
Because they really liked him. You know, he was the kind of guy, he'd take money to your family, take money and liquor. They loved him. So if I showed up all beat up or something, it would always be, well, what did you do? And what do you keep doing to make this man do this to you? And if you leave, what about us? He's good to us.
Good to them, but to her?
People are products that they'll be sold over and over and over. The same night, it's a commodity for them that just doesn't deplete. I shot the pimp. I didn't want to. I killed a man. And you know, I've been sentenced to a natural life sentence in prison. Miraculously, after 17 years, I get out.
Joyce then made it her mission to help others. She works as a counselor.
Started to go to some of the places where I knew people were speaking out about human trafficking. And I would sit there and I'm like, oh my God, that's me. Oh my goodness, that's me.
Even now, as a woman with a master's degree, a career.
I have had to learn how to be happy just to be here. Learn how to be happy to be alive.
Reporting for Fox 66, I'm Stephanie Parkinson. Sadie, believe it or not, the cleanup has already started, but it will be a long road. The man who runs this farm believes the twister first hit this barn, ripping the roof right off of it before clipping this smaller barn you see behind me, then eventually taking out one of his silos. This is what's left of a silo that once stood 70 feet in the air.
And that's all in a heap.
Ken runs this cattle farm near Millington. It's a tradition that's been a part of his family for more than 70 years. But last night, a new chapter in that family history was written.
Real strong wind is what I thought. But
that sound Ken describes was when an EF2 tornado came through his hometown, leaving behind this mess.
Gates kind of slatted like that, was all the way up through here, and that's all underneath that rubble here. So I lost that, and of course, you can see that gate there is pretty well mangled.
With this silo now reduced to rubble, and this grain bin nothing more than twisted metal, Ken says it's making it tough for him to feed his beef cows.
That's what they're going to get for a little while.
With these silos out of commission, he has no way to get grain to his cattle.
See the round bales over there? I fed one there and one over in the other feeder. And
Ken has already lived through a tornado before. He says he's normally the one lending a hand.
I'd rather help other people, but that doesn't always work that way.
Today, the help is coming to him.
This is a family farm. We grew up here. We try to do whatever it takes. We work together.
And for that, Ken is thankful.
I guess today I appreciate anything I get. So.
You can see there are folks here at his farm cleaning up some of the debris from that silo that came crashing down. Ken is still working with the insurance company right now. He tells me, though, he does plan to rebuild everything that was damaged here so he can get back to business as usual. For now, live in Tuscola County near Millington, Stephanie Parkinson, NBC 25.